This is
bodybuilding.
Okay, the heat is on now. Second place and a check for $500 goes to competitor number 10, Ryan Edis. So the Coleman's bodybuilding champion is competitor number 3, Kevin Murphy. Receiving a check for $750.
All right, gentlemen, I'm about 2 weeks out from my next show in Boston, and I'm going for broke now. I had about a 4-month contest prep for now, and I was just doing the what I needed to do to get to work and be able to complete my career job as an engineer. I was very fatigued, but I made it manageable. I was giving about 85%. I came into a show at 85%, and the criticism was, you came in at 85%. So now, I got 3 weeks to get the conditioning on point, and I'm trying to put in that 100% effort right now. So I'm gonna do a quick set here. I don't know how much I can do here, maybe 6 reps. Going heavy, 120 dumbbells.
Gentlemen, so I guess what I should highlight here is during my first contest prep, I suffered some relationship issues that were effectively my issues, and you know, it's all about learning about yourself, how you respond to a cut, and so on. And you know, what I tried to do was, you know, effectively not work as hard as I did for my first contest prep. Excuse me, and the results certainly showed. So for the next 3 weeks, I kind of took my mind off of my placing in Calgary. I got 4th place, and I knew I could do better. I knew I could look better, and I just put in the work, you know. And basically, that was the goal the whole way along. But I'll never go into a show non-conditioned again, you know. And it's really hard mentally to just know that you could do better, and I think it's really hard to peak for more than one show. So for now on, I'm just going to pick one date, and that's going to be it. So I just kept pushing forward, and I guess during this prep, I kind of made amends with my relationship, and you know, that's the hardest part about this whole contest prep deal, is the strain on relationships and productivity at work. You know, it was really hard to go through the first contest prep, and then when I had to explain to my boss that I was leaving again in 3 weeks, you know, these are things that I'm going to have to iron out in the future. And you know, it's a learning experience. I learned a lot through this last contest, and you know, I guess the goal was to get them striated glutes. So here I'm working hard, doing some conditioning, and pushing forward, and just trying to forget about the past. 3 weeks before my Boston show would have been my Calgary show, where I didn't place as well as I wanted to, so that was kind of a downer. So just trying to pick myself up from that, and kind of, you know, the good thing is that, you know, I can always try to fall back on my own advice, is not to fear failure, you know, you can't expect too much, so on and so forth. But, you know, in the end, you still got to endure it. It's hard, you know. So I'm just on the way to the gym. I'm going to try to do my best to
smash some chest, except for probably the last week, I guess what I've been implementing are the machines. It just kind of saves me from the effort of having to move around free weights, and just trying to specifically target the muscle groups, trying to minimize exertion, feeling really tired. It's the days at work are long. I've been really taking a lot of caffeine, trying to just try to maintain function, and I personally feel the reason why I didn't come in as conditioned for my previous show 2 weeks ago was just because I wouldn't have been able to be effective at work. And certainly now that I've even dropped my body fat percentage down probably a few more points, it's just really hard to be at work and focus, and that's really, to me, is priority. So it's been a tough road, and I'm really looking forward to hopping on the plane and just taking in and looking back at what I did, and that's part of the process of getting through anything that's rough and discouraging, is the fact that once you're done, once you've kind of surmounted the obstacle in front of you, you get to say, you know what, I did that. So I got 2 more hard, gruesome workouts where I'm not going to get down on myself. I've made it this far, you know what I mean? That's one of the easiest things to keep going, is to look and say, you know what, I've made it this far. No sense in turning back, no sense in quitting. And I've been ridiculed that I make it look harder than it actually is. I'm worn out, but you know what? I feel tired, man. I feel like I'm sick, and I'm looking forward to off season like no other. I feel like contest prep is a necessary evil, but it's certainly not one of my favorite things to do. I definitely prefer off season. I like being 200 and some odd pounds plus. I'm really looking forward to packing away my treadmill for a while. I might get on once in a while just to say I did, but it's been a tough go. Not quite done yet. I'm really focused on this Boston show. I'm really trying to get into condition where I can present something that I can be proud of, and also not give myself any reason to think I could have done this or I could have done that. But in the end, regardless, again, what happens once I get back on that plane, the most important part is that I put back on that dress shirt, and get back to business, because really that's really what is going to be paying the bills in the end. So this is just a hobby, and you guys got to look at it like, hey, you got to separate the extreme whatever it is, if you're a marathon runner or whatever, and then realize that the bills got to get paid too. So that's my little rant. Hope you guys can continue supporting me, and in the future I'll be there for you guys. But right now, some rough times. You guys have a good week. Cheers.